Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And a very good day to everyone. I am Lakshana Kumari.
And I am Nur Atira. We are 3rd year chemical engineering students from University Technology Malaysia.
Today, we would like to share about the Hirarc at workshops. Atira, do you know the meaning of Hirarc?
Yes, Lakshana. Hirarc actually stands for Hazard Identification, Risk Assessment and Risk Control. It is an integrated tool to identify, measure and control the hazard and risk of any workplace. Hazard identification is recognizing things that may cause harm or injury to a person. Risk assessment is looking for the possibility of injury occurring to the person if exposed to the hazard. Risk control is the introduction of measures that can reduce or eliminate the risk of a person being exposed to the hazard.
Now, let's move on to our hazard identification first. The tools and equipment in the workshop are scattered. There are wires and cables all around the workshop that can cause injuries. The place is too confined and workers may not be comfortable to work. Now, let's carry out the risk assessment for our hazard. The likelihood of the hazard happening is 4, as the hazard is very usual at workshops. The severity consequences is at 2, as it may cause minor injuries depending on the accident that had occurred. The likelihood of harm multiply the severity of consequences equals to the relative risk. So, for our hazard, the relative risk is 8, which is at yellow, indicating a medium level. A medium risk requires a planned approach to control the hazard and apply useful temporary measures.
Next is the Risk Control Action Plan, referring to the hierarchy of hazard control, which is elimination, which is physically removing the hazard. The person in charge should always check on the surrounding before working and remove all the possible materials that can cause injuries. Moving on, these are the SOPs that should be carried out to remove or avoid the hazard. The wires and cables should be organized properly with cable ties or any appropriate organizer. The equipment should always be placed at the respective place once the work is done. Small items like screws should be organized neatly in respective types.
After carrying out the possible control action plan, now the severity consequences can be reduced to 1, as most of the injuries can be prevented through the SOPs given. So, the relative risk now is at 4, which is low. In conclusion, workplace safety is very important as it protects workers from injuries. It also provides a safe and friendly environment for both the workers and also to the public. So that's the end, and we hope everyone have gained knowledge throughout our video. Thank you for watching.